and welcome. This is Diane Mahinda with the Curriculum Revitalization Project, a project that is funded by the Illinois State Board of Education. Today we are having a webinar, and this webinar will be archived at ilcte.org under the webcast link. Okay? Today I have special guests from Certiport. They are Justin Barker and Michael Groscost. I'm sorry. Those of you who are business teachers, if you would stay until the end, we have some poll questions, and those of you who fill those out can also get one CPDU for viewing this webcast and participating. You'll notice that there is a chat pod in the webinar, so if you have questions, feel free to type in a question. In the meantime, please let me welcome Justin and Michael from Certiport. They will be talking about business certifications that you can get for yourself, but most importantly for your students. Welcome, Justin and Michael.
Thank you. Thank you, Diane.
You're welcome.
And I'm Justin Barker. I'm Territory Manager over our Microsoft Office Specialist Certification, the IC3 Certification, and the CompTIA Strata Fundamental Certification.
And I'm Michael Groscost. I'm over QuickBooks and Adobe.
Okay, so we want to start with a little bit about who Certiport is. We're just waiting for our slide to come up here.
As Diane mentioned, please feel free to put any questions you have down on there, and we will go ahead and answer those for you.
Go to the next. Okay, so Certiport, we're a global company. We're in 150 countries total, and we deliver exams in 25 different languages. We do a little more than 2 million certification exams per year, and that's administered through our channel of 10,000. We're now close to 12,000 Certiport authorized testing centers. Most of our testing centers are located in K-12, but we also have testing centers in higher education, workforce development space. We even have companies that are offering certifications out of their business. Our exams are reviewed by 400 experts, and they check to make sure that our certifications are matching exactly what industry needs. This is a look at the different certification programs that we offer. We have a total of 8 different certification programs. As you can see, we work with leading companies in their field. In business, we do work with Microsoft, of course. Graphic arts, we offer the Adobe Certified Associate, the Intuit QuickBooks. We mostly have certifications available for the business tracks as well as the IT tracks.
The importance of having a complete pathway for your testing is very critical. And Certiport is not just a certification company. It is a complete A to Z company that not only has the testing portion of it, but it has the curriculum, the books, and we're partnered with several different companies on books, e-learning, and other aspects that way. We also have the practice tests that go along with this, so that as the teachers teach, we can kind of gauge where the students are by doing practice exams, and then obviously getting to the end result as a final certification for each student. And by doing this, it gives them a better experience.
Okay, so we want to talk a little bit about the pathway. How do you make your students successful with our certification programs? I think step one is to certify any instructor that's going to be administering our exams. This is not a requirement to administer our exams, but it's always good practice so that the material being covered in class will map to what's going to be tested on the certification exam. I got a commitment from our marketing team before we came to Illinois that we were going to launch a new professional development campaign starting today. Most likely it's going to be called Rise to the Challenge. We've offered this promotion in the past. And this is a promotion where instructors can get onto our website and register for free e-curriculum also free online practice tests, and the certification vouchers they need to complete their certifications. This is all done for professional development and to ensure.
And not only that, but you don't have to just take the test in the area that you're teaching. If you're interested in Adobe, let's say, but you're a Microsoft Office teacher, you can do them both. So all of our exams are available for all teachers under this program.
Has been acquired by Pearson within the last year, and as part of that acquisition, Certiport has got new tools to use with curriculum. For our IC3 Microsoft Office Specialists and Adobe certifications, we have some labs that are very neat tools to use in certifications, and that's what we want to talk to you about today.
What these are is that in the Pearson e-courses, they are curriculum in a can, for a better word. Not only do they have the e-texts, but they come with tutorials. There are classroom management tools within this. The really cool thing is that the lesson plans are provided for the teachers. And so they have the lesson plan, then it has these little to-do projects for the students. It has quizzes already in there that the teacher can modify or keep the same. And it allows the teacher to keep track of everything the student is doing, how much time they're spending in the program, and then share it with other teachers so that you don't have to recreate the wheel each time that you're going through this process.
We also, as part of the Pathway to Certification, we offer practice tests, and this is a look at the different practice test engines that we use. For Microsoft Office Specialists, we're encouraging use of Gmetrics practice tests. And for IC3 and Adobe Certified Associate, we're using Certiport. MeasureUp is the practice test that we deliver for our IT certifications. In a lot of cases, our practice test will deliver two modes. One is a learning or a training mode. It's self-paced and has help features throughout it, so it can really be a supplement to your curriculum. And then, of course, we have a practice mode that simulates the exam environment. It's going to put the same timer on the practice test that you'll find in the certification environment, and it's going to be a way to benchmark your students to ensure that they're ready for certification.
So what are the benefits of being certified? What does it give to the student? Industry certification really prepares the student as they get these certifications to become college ready. We've found in many instances that students go to the college level and they're not ready for it. They do not have the skills to make it through the classes. For example, with Microsoft, many of them may have used Word or something, but they don't know it efficiently enough to get through the classes, and so because of that, they drop out. And so many of the universities now are requiring these students to have certifications in order to even get into college. And so by doing this on a high school level, it gives that student the opportunity to be prepared for their future college experience and create their overall success.
We also want to note that we have a relationship with ACE, which is the American Council on Education. Any student that earns a Microsoft Office Specialist, IC3, or Adobe Certified Associate certification can pay a transcript fee to ACE and have college credit awarded to them through the community colleges that are associated through ACE. And it could be anywhere from 1 college credit hour to 3 college credit hours, depending on the community college the student's going to.
So how does certifications really help the student and make them more employable? Well, we found that through certification that these individuals are earning about 12% more money than they would have without those particular certifications. And they're placed into higher positions and they're placed quicker than someone without them, simply because the company does not have to train them. They're confident in their skills because they've proved to the world, basically, that they can master these skills to go forward.
This is something neat that we got from Harvard University. It shows that 27% of people with post-secondary licenses or certificates, which is what we're offering, are actually earning more than their associate degree counterparts in most cases.
So what benefits do we have in bringing this to the school? It's a very important question, and one that I'm sure all of you have. By creating a certification program within the school, it standardizes the curriculum. Everybody knows that there's an end-of-pathway certification that's available, and so it directs basically the students, and they take, what is it? They take, can't think today, control or they own what they're trying to learn. And by doing that, it enforces what's taught in the classroom. It gives you a dual enrollment program opportunity, and it provides that student with that credential to get them marketable as they leave the high school.
I would also add, for a district that has more than one high school, it's a nice way to also standardize the curriculum across the many high schools in that district. So it's a way to make sure that everyone's teaching the same thing and the students are receiving the same instruction. This, so Florida, they offer a lot of certifications in their school, and this is a slide that shows how certifications have impacted and benefited their schools. In Florida, they have what's called a CAPE Academy, and you still have your traditional high schools that do not fit within this CAPE Academy realm, but we also see CAPE Academies that are offering certification and those that are not. And as you look at the statistics of those schools that are both CAPE Academies and offering certification, it's overwhelming what good the certifications are doing for these schools. You can see that the average grade point average is jumping to over 3.0, and you're seeing more students going on to higher education, less absentee problems, less dropouts. So the certifications have resulted in an environment where the students are owning their education. They're becoming more engaged, and they're getting small wins throughout the educational process so that they'll be more encouraged to do something later down the road.
The other thing we're finding too is that when the students work on these certifications together, they work as a peer-to-peer scenario. So these students are actually teaching each other how to do these, and that also goes forward in the workplace, where the student that has that certification becomes a resource for the company, which makes them more employable. So how do you become a certified Certiport authorized testing center? It's very simple. There is no cost to become a testing center. And so many questions are asked, well, where do I take tests? You can set it up in any of your schools, in your classrooms where the labs are taught. It doesn't need to be a specific lab to test for our exams. And really, all you need to do is register the school. When you're ready, you purchase the exams or the licenses, however you want to do that. And the biggest question that's always asked is, how do I handle the IT portion of it? That is also fairly simple, in that we have a couple of icons that we download onto the computer, so that when the student comes to their desktop, they click on that icon, which gets them into our testing portal, and you're able to go ahead and start.
As you can see on the screen here, we also have resources that include video instructions on how to do anything from registering your test center to administering exams and anything in between. So we have a lot of instruction. Michael and I, as the territory managers in the state of Illinois, are always also willing to answer questions and offer any help that we can to the schools that are interested in offering certification. So our contact information, we encourage everyone to call that have questions about any of our certification programs. We're always happy to answer those questions and to provide the help that we want, that the schools need. And at this time, I think we'd like to just open it up for any questions that we're getting on these certification programs.
While we're waiting for those questions, at the bottom there is our website, www.certiport.com. And if you put a / in front of that, you can type in any of the topics that we have. Could be Microsoft, Adobe, Autodesk, QuickBooks, And that will take you to the main page on our website that will give you much more information. It talks about objective domains, study guides, and other things that that program has. And if you don't have the / in the name of it, you can just go to the bottom of the page and click on one of our logos.
Well, it looks like there are no questions at this point, but we did have a few questions from other business teachers. And one was the cost of the testing. You've already answered the question about test sites, so the fact that they can all be a test site if they want to, and you've outlined the steps. One thing that I know that we're going to be doing here shortly is to make webcasts for each one of the 4 certifications that we're talking about today separately, and in each one of those webcasts you're going to speak directly to the costs, aren't you?
Yes, we'll be very transparent on the cost. You'll get the cost of a voucher to take the test or a license that the school can purchase to administer exams to the students. So please watch those later broadcasts and you'll be able to get specific pricing information on each program.
So thank you very much, Justin and Michael. I think this is very beneficial for our students in Illinois to have certifications. We've been talking about stackable certifications and stackable credentials. These are industry recognized credentials, and I know that our business teachers have been very interested in knowing about the steps to get their students certified, so thank you so much. For those teachers who would like to have a CPDU, please continue. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and please look at the rest of the